Australia and Singapore are combining forces to counter a regional arms race and the expansion of Chinese influence. The rich but tiny trading nation will spend more than $2 billion, doubling the number of troops it trains on Australian soil. The deal is one of the final acts of Malcolm Turnbull signed off before heading to the polls. Here's National Affairs correspondent Greg Jennett.
Close of business is coming.
All set?
But still time for one last trade and diplomatic deal.
Now, this is a massive upgrading of our relationship with Singapore.
The special trade envoy and minister finished for this Prime Minister what Tony Abbott had started, a pact that arguably makes Singapore Australia's closest partner in Asia. A 13-year-old free trade deal will be updated, visa rules relaxed, tourism and universities united, and defence ties expanded.
We will jointly develop military training facilities in northern Queensland, which will be fully funded by Singapore.
Fire now, out!
Singapore will spend $2.5 billion on training grounds at Shoalwater Bay and outside Townsville, land its growing forces desperately need. The tiny island state has around 1,000 enlisted military per square kilometre, 70,000 full-timers and around 600,000 reservists. Training numbers in Australia will swell from 6,000 to 14,000.
We're going to see over $100 million minimum of activity year on year on year on year because of the presence of those troops.
The deepening ties with Singapore are the latest strand in a network of defensive partnerships Australia's weaving against an assertive China. But that's not its stated purpose.
It's all building a more peaceful region because it builds mutual respect and understanding.
So deepening the relationships, deepening the understandings helps take the tension down.
The Singapore Pact was almost the final act in a flurry of announcements, appointments and reports cleared out before the government goes into caretaker mode. That'll start next week after Malcolm Turnbull's visit to the Governor-General. Then 8 long weeks on the road will follow. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.